To escape the state of addiction, we have to understand what led to this epidemic, what brought us to the point where people are dying every day. It's what many experts call the perfect storm.
This is the first epidemic that really began not with drug dealers on the street and mafias and drug gangs, but with doctors. And that's why it's nationwide.
Journalist Sam Quinones wrote one of the definitive books about the origins of the opioid epidemic. Dreamland describes an epidemic he discovered was decades in the making.
You dig down deep into the story, and it's the drug dealers, then you get to the pain revolution, and then you get to the real story, I think, which is this: as American health consumers, we have to be responsible. We have to be adults.
1996, Purdue Pharma released OxyContin as a pain revolution was taking hold.
It happened more often than you.
DEA agent Brian Dempsey recalls that was the year the American Pain Society pushed for pain to be treated as the fifth vital sign.
I'm sure you've seen that chart, from 1 to 10, the smiley face to all the way to the frown and the tears. And then doctors started being rated on, how well they managed their patients' pain, and Medicaid and Medicare would actually have these doctors rated, and that was a big influence for these doctors.
But who could have imagined that smiley face chart could lead to something so sinister?
There was a big push, by the pharmacy industry, by the government, to treat people's pain.
What was happening in the mid to late 90s and early 2000s, there was a big push for doctors to prescribe more pain medicines. Marketers of pharmaceutical companies such as OxyContin started telling doctors that this is safe, this is non-addicting, and it was really misleading.
Gateway Rehab medical director Dr. Neil Capretto says he saw the first signs of the epidemic in the late 90s.
By the thousands, we saw people get hooked on pills like OxyContin, and as they progressed in their addiction and required more, they would reach a point where they couldn't find it or afford it. Then they would switch over to this new heroin.
But this wasn't the heroin of decades past. This new heroin, pouring into the U.S., was much more potent. It gave a stronger high, giving addiction a stronger hold on its users. And the dealers made it easier than ever to get that fix.
And they would deliver this like pizza.
And dealers, mostly from Mexico, got wise to America's prescription problem, following the trail of painkillers. And in a state like Pennsylvania, where steel workers were out of jobs, many on disability, we were overflowing with opioids. And the state was woefully late to the game of putting the brakes on pushing these pills.
Pennsylvania was, I think, the 48th or the 47th state to get a prescription monitoring program, and that was a problem.
We think of drug problems as coming from the underworld. This did not come from the underworld. We would have no heroin problem today had we had a far, far more moderate view of how to use pain pills.